Today we're talking about cowgirls and cowboys. And cowgirls and cowboys, they lived out west. And they helped to bring cattle, which are cows and steers. They helped to bring them from one place to another. And they would ride horses. The cowboy's best friend is his horse and his dog. They would ride horses, and cowboys and cowgirls were the best horse riders you could ever imagine. And they would get behind this cattle, these cows, and they would move them from one place to another. But the thing about cowboys, and you know there's still cowboys around today, even though you may not be out west, you can still be a cowgirl or a cowboy right here, because you can be that way by acting like a cowboy. And there's certain things that cowboys do. It's called the Cowboy Cowgirl Code. And I'll tell you a little bit about the cowpoke code. Well, cowboys, cowgirls, sometimes they call them cowpokes. One thing about the cowboy code is cowboys always help their neighbor. Whatever's going on, they always help their neighbor. So, I'm going to sing a little song about helping your neighbor. You can help your neighbor. Suppose they got a job to do. Suppose they're fixing a fence. Well, you go over there and you help them fix that fence. That's what a cowgirl and cowboy does. Suppose your neighbor is sad. Well, you go over and you ask your neighbor, what are you sad about? And then they tell you. And when they tell you, you listen. And when you listen, they're going to feel better. Or suppose your cowboy friend, your cowgirl friend, suppose they're hungry and they need some food. Well, you see if you have any food and you share it with them. Then you make them happy. That's what cowboys and cowgirls do. They help their neighbor. I'm going to tell you about it right now. Help your neighbor, gotta help your neighbor. That's the cowboy and cowgirl way. When you see that your friend's in trouble, you gotta be there night and day. Yeah, if they're feeling sick or if they're in a mess, help out your neighbor, 'cause that's what you do best. Help your neighbor, gotta help your neighbor. That's the cowgirl and cowboy way. Now if they're lost, help them to get home. If they need to call their mother, you can let them use your phone. If they're feeling hungry, give them something to eat. You can give your shoes if they got nothing on their feet. Yahoo! Help your neighbor, yeah, help your neighbor. That's the cowboy and cowgirl way. When you see that your friend's in trouble, be there night and day. Now if they're feeling sick or if they're in a mess, help out your neighbor, 'cause that's what you do best. Help your neighbor, gonna help your neighbor, 'cause the cowboy and cowgirl way. That's the cowboy and cowgirl way. That's the cowboy and the cowgirl way. Help your neighbor. Yahoo! Now I want to tell you a little bit about the cowboys and cowgirls and why we dress the way we do. You see, this is my cowboy shirt, my cowboy hat, and these are my cowboy boots right here. See them? Now, the reason we wear cowboy boots, and let me show you about this boot. This is a real cowboy boot. And cowboys wear boots because out in the prairie, if you step down off your horse, you never know if there's going to be a rattlesnake around. Now, rattlesnakes are okay unless you get them mad. And if you step on a rattlesnake, then you're going to get them mad. You don't want to be going to step on any rattlesnake. So if you have your cowboy boots on, you'll know that they won't hurt you. Because see how strong these boots are? Rattlesnake proof. Yep. That's why we wear our boots. Plus, if we get into water, we can walk right through the stream and not get wet. Now this is my cowboy hat. Look at this cowboy hat. Now some of them, the hats are even bigger than this. This is a pretty big hat. Well, when I get to a stream, or suppose there's a little water hole, and I need to get my horse some water, and my horse needs to drink, but he can't get down to bend down to that little pond or stream. Well, then I take my cowboy hat, and I scoop out the water, and I put up to my horse, and my horse drinks the water right out of my hat. Because you know, a cowboy's best friend is his horse. And his next best friend is his dog. Now I got a cowboy dog. Poppy, come here. Come here, Pop. Poppy, come here. See, my dog listens real good. Let me see if I can get my cowboy dog over here. I'm going to get my cowboy dog over here and show you. Right here. This is my cow dog. And her name is Popcorn. And she's out on the prairie with me every day, herding cattle, pushing around cows. She is a bona fide cow dog. You know, another thing cowboys and cowgirls do, and I am now initiating everybody out there, whoever's watching, if Henry's watching, if Jaden's watching, if Abigail's watching, maybe Michael's watching, maybe Sam is watching, maybe Billy or Pete or Sarah are watching. Well, now, right now, you are all bona fide cowboys and cowgirls. Because I am initiating you. Raise your hand right here and say, repeat after me. I solemnly swear to uphold the cowboy code, and act in the manner in which cowboys act, and cowgirls act, Yes,